What is happening, Magnus sites? So this was sent to me today. I've been asked to give my opinion on it. This is basically 4 ways to satisfy your man. And from what I understand, this woman knows what she is talking about. Kittiejrose on TikTok. Let's check this out here.
Telling me, God rest his soul, before he passed away, that men have 4 different appetites that you have to tend to. He said men are not complicated. Okay. So I'm just going to break it down to you. He told me, he said men have a physical appetite, a visual appetite, a sexual appetite, and an emotional appetite. And for a minute, I really didn't understand it when I was younger, but as I got older, it really started to click. It always stayed with me. He said, physically, you need to make sure that you know how to cook. And if you don't know how to cook, then find out how to cook. And if you can't, then at least have a meal on the stove or in the stove by the time he gets there that's warm, especially.
So that's what he means by physical appetite, because I was like, man, physical and sexual. I almost thought it was the same thing. I was like, well, we do, yes, we have that physical. But you're talking about food. Yes. They always said a way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Actually, it's a couple of ways. At times, it is through his stomach. And at times, it is through... Now, I remember how I felt the first time a woman cooked for me. And it's, I don't know, that nice, warm, fuzzy feeling you're getting when she cooks for you and lays that hot plate down, steaming, and it's good and it smells great, and you eat it and it tastes good. And she feels, you know, some women, not all women do this, but they'll give you a drink. And they'll fill it for you. They'll make sure that it don't get empty. You know, they'll ask you, do you want more? Anything else you need with it? Do you want this? Do you want that? Oh, that feels real good. That feels real good. See, while women like to be taken care of in certain ways, men definitely love to be taken care of in that way. So let's continue.
If that man is taking care of the household, he said it don't take a lot of work. He said it don't. And I watched my grandmother do it. I watched her do it, so I know that I'm capable. Mm-hmm. He said a visual appetite. He said keep yourself up. He said if this man, if you're the only woman that this man is going to be with, at least keep yourself up. He said because men still need to be stimulated.
Let me tell you something. It's the worst thing that you stop doing what you did to get us. You have to keep doing what you did to get us to keep us. One of the things that you may have done is make sure you were always in tip-top condition. Everything was always taken care of. You looked pristine, just like a beautiful queen or princess, or however you want to call it. If that was you, after you get us, you better keep doing it. Okay? Scarlo does that for me. I make fun of her a lot because, of course, she lives with me. I'm going to catch her looking down, you know, like in the morning. She looks like she's feral. She looks like she bites and scratches in the morning. I always call her the little Titan because she reminds me of that in the morning. So if you watch Attack on Titan, there's a little female Titan with sharp teeth jumping around, biting people and fighting. That's what she reminds me of in the morning. However, she always keeps herself up. And trust me, if she's slipping, I'm going to tell her. So, you know, I'm not that type of dude that ain't going to tell you. When we first started dating, every time I saw you, you made sure you okay then. So for the rest of your life, your natural life, you make sure you keep yourself up. Because one thing you don't want is your man to lose interest in you sexually. You don't, you know. Like you want your man to always look at you like that's mine. You want him to have that pride when he looks at you. Women do it. I got my man, he's so handsome, he's so cute, my man is so sexy. Y'all like that? We like to do it too. We like to feel like we got something ain't nobody else got, or very few got. You know what I mean?
Visually, so that way they can crave you. He said, love will still be there. He said, and although your looks will fade, you're one woman that he wants to look at. Give him something. Excite him. Make him imagine something. Tease him.
Yes.
And then there's the sexual. My grandfather told me, he said that, yes, visually you can stimulate a man. He said, but don't forget.
Yes, you need to handle business. Okay? Now, I'm a man in particular that, see, there's certain men out there, they want to have sex no matter what. And to each of their own. Every woman, you handle your situation with your man the way you want to handle it. But I'm the type of man, if I'm not in a good mood, I don't want it anyway. I'm not going to be the guy that's begging you for this. I never beg for nothing, first of all. I don't badger you for nothing sexually. I'm not going to beg you for nothing sexually. You'll know when I want it, and you'll know when I don't. I'm very easy that way. But yes, it must be good. You know, you'll often hear, give it to him when he wants it. Listen, I don't want to have sex with someone that don't want to have sex with me neither. So if you're not in the mood, I understand. I'm not a man that's going to be angry or with you not wanting. I'll be like, what's wrong? You all right? Oh, what happened? I'll talk to you through it. I'll help you fix it. And you know what I mean? And then that's it, you know, and then, you know, if we do later on in the day or a few minutes later, a few hours later, fine. If not, it's not that big of a deal for me. However, I do expect it to be good. I always expect it to be good. Yes, couples have their off moments. Sometimes, I've had a moment or two. I remember specifically in a past relationship, and we would look at each other like, this is off. I know, what's wrong? Because it was always, you know what I mean? And without going too deep, I'm in a very good relationship right now. So business is always taken care of. And I gotta say, this specific one right here, she's like a teenage boy. I understand. Like she wants me even if I'm fat. When I was 250, 255, she was still down. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? I don't know how I don't know if I would still desire her or if I would desire her less if she was 50 pounds overweight. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. She's never been. She's always at a good weight. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but I'm like, good Lord, this woman is in love with me because it don't matter to her. I mean, I understand that too. You know, I've been in relationships with a girl that fluctuated in weight sometimes, but she still always looked good. And I think that's how she feels about me. She's like, yeah, even if you put on weight and you kind of got a dad bod, you still sexy though. It's the way you carry yourself, the way you talk. And it's like, but you still, and you still got the upper body muscle. You still look good. Like, I think that's her thing with me. You know what I mean? I think there would be a point if I gained, like if I was like 300 pounds, I think she'd be like, all right, now look. You know what I mean? But yeah. Gotta handle it in the bedroom, ladies.
That men are sexual in nature. He said, and so they're going to want to do what they want to do to their woman. You're the only woman that he's sleeping with. You're the only woman that he desired. Take some time out of y'all day. He said, look, if y'all got to share the responsibilities, share the responsibilities. You both do things in the house so that way when the kids are down, y'all both can bathe and oil each other down and do what y'all need to do. That's going to help y'all connect.
Bathe and oil each other down.
He said, men do have an emotional appetite. He said, all men want to feel is appreciated, understood, heard. That's it.
Appreciated, understood, and heard. Yeah, respected. All of that follows, it falls right under respect. Men want to be respected. We want peace. Good Lord, we want peace. All we do is want peace. We don't like to fight. That's a rarity in men. There's some men that's like that, but that's not the majority of us. We just don't want to fight. We want peace. We're busy trying to hold the fort down, providing, protecting, making sure that everyone in the house is okay, whether it's you, whether it's extended family. You might have your parents living there, his parents living there, the children. You just don't, you know what I mean? Making sure there's food on the table, all the bills are paid, the house is upkept, just everything. Just hear what he has to say. Listen to him. If he asks to be left alone, leave him alone. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it. Peace is huge. The whole nagging thing that men talk about nagging, like I won't stand for nagging. Like I'll say what I have to say and then that's it. You know. And I have an understanding. I'm a man that communicates what I got to say. And I can be very stoic and hard to read. So I will tell Scarlo, if there's certain things, if I'm thinking certain things, if I need to be left alone, I gotta handle this, I gotta handle that, I gotta go here, I gotta go there, I'll be back and we'll do this and we'll do that, we'll watch this movie, I'll spend some time with you here, we'll go there, whatever. But I make sure that all the boundaries are set and she knows, what to expect from me. So while men, we're not mind readers and women aren't either. So just make sure you communicate everything you need and don't need and want and don't want. And y'all should be good all the time as long as she understands that, of course, there's the other side of the coin, but we're talking about men right now. So, yeah, that's all we want is that respect, appreciated. We don't want to feel used like gold diggers, and especially if they gold digging wrong. They'll show their cards and they'll let you know you are being used for your money and resources. Just like a guy that don't know how to treat a woman, he'll make her feel used for sex and her beauty. Not appreciated for her beauty. You know what I mean? Men want to be appreciated as head of the household and protector and provider. If we don't feel appreciated, we'll give our resources to someone who does appreciate it.
He said, just listen to him. You don't got to talk much. Just listen. He always told me that men are not that complicated. He's absolutely right.
Yeah, we're not that complicated. Very easy. Very easy. Scarlett came from a little bit of turmoil with what she dealt with before. A lot of bit of turmoil from what she that when she met me, I was like, she kept calling me a breath of fresh air. She was like, you just like, she didn't understand where I came from, understand what I was and why I treated her so well. And, well, if you act right, you get treated right. That's just how it is. I know there's some men out there that treat really good women wrong. They take advantage of the fact that you are such a sweetheart and a good woman, and they will lie, they will cheat, they will have babies behind your back, and they'll do all type of stuff, give you diseases, kick you back in. You know what I mean? When you ain't in the room, there's men like that. I'm not like that. I definitely believe in karma, whatever you want to call it. There is some type of either spiritual or universal rule of the energy that you put out, you definitely get back. So don't treat people wrong. Don't treat people bad. You know what I mean? Because eventually you're going to get it back, and it might not be the way you want to get it back. Trust me on that, fellas. Because a lot of you men out there have treated women wrong, either beat them or been emotionally abusive or cheating or having babies or whatever it is. And then all of a sudden, that might not work out. She leaves you or whatever. And then you get with one and she's your world. And all of a sudden she cheated on you. Oops, karma. And you're crushed. You know what I mean? And it's like that for women too. It's women that treat men really bad, use them and hoeing and all this other stuff. And they get it back. When you finally ready to be a good girl and you find that good man and he leaves you. Or something happens. Karma. Always treat people as good as you can. Try to be the best human being that you can. Because no matter what, in every point in life, whether it's a relationship or not, you treat people bad, it's going to come back. It's going to come back. Post comments down below. Let me know what you all thought. Give this young lady a follow on TikTok. It's very good. Very good.